Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Aurea and this is DIY with Aurea. I'm going to be repurposing this picture frame. I'm giving it one coat with white linen chalk paint. Once it's refreshed, then we're going to go ahead on and we're going to be using this wallpaper. I think this wallpaper is so beautiful. I'm going to cut it to size and then I'm going to be covering this section back here. And all I did was peel it and stick it onto that cardboard, which is the back section of that picture frame. Once it's all adhered and put together back in that board, then I'm gonna come in with the picture frame and assemble it. And then of course it is time then to go ahead and start decorating it. And in today's video, we are making Valentine's decorations. So I have these doilies from Dollar Tree. This I found it in the bottom of my stash. Today I have not purchased anything to create this video. I have two of them and I'm going to be doing the same thing to both of them. And once is completely covered with Mod Podge, then of course I'm going to be placing it right on top of that picture frame that we just put together. And then once I place it down, if I see that doily is still lifted, then I come in with my brush full of more Mod Podge and I just start brushing it and making sure that it's completely adhered. So at this point, I want to go ahead and tell you a story. My son moved to a new place and he found himself feeding this one squirrel, but the squirrel would not come close to him. So he decided to start leaving the food in the bottom of the tree. And little by little, the squirrel just kept coming around and eating closer and closer to him until one day, the squirrel was already eating from his hands. But I came to his house, and when I left the house around the corner, I saw a dead squirrel. I got out of the car and I'm like, oh my God, this is Squish'em, because that's what he named him. I started asking him for the next week, have you seen the squirrel? Have you seen Squish'em? I started to get so sad. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm never gonna tell him that I saw his squirrel dead in the middle of the road, because that's going to destroy him. So the other day I went to his house and the squirrel showed up and started knocking in the door. And then I started crying and I told him the story, and he just looked at me. He goes, you know what? I started writing a poem about the squirrel, and it read like this. Mr. Squish'em found himself a wife and scrambled off toward the horizon and lived happily ever after. And I said, wow. He goes, yeah, that's how I would like to remember him. So yes, him and I were so happy that Mr. Squish'em came back. I guess he was hibernating on the tree or something. But yes. And anyway, coming back to this project, look at how gorgeous this turned out. I have this love word for a while. This was also in the bottom of my stash, and all I did was add some hot glue on both of the corners, and this will be it for this project. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts.
Cut up plastic smiles at me, a little bit of magic, DIY with Aurea, you see the light shining on her hands, thread glue and rubber band.
This heart was also left over from last year. I'm going to go ahead and take all these pink flowers off. And then this has like a garland. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. So this garland, I thought about throwing it out, but just put it together like this in two little bundles. And I'm going to be putting it away for maybe the future. I'm going to be using this two-color yarn. It's light pink and light gray. And with some hot glue, I'm just going to go ahead and adhere it to the plastic heart. And those little hooks, I did not remove it because that's going to help me with the yarn. And my dear friends, today this video is part of an open collaboration called Looks for Less DIY Inspirations. And the hosts are Loli from Loli D's Creation along with Kate Lady Red Crafting. Their guest host today is Craftastic DIYs. I'm going to be leaving the links down below in my description box so you could go ahead and visit them. I also have a playlist. Make sure to visit them and let them know that I sent you. And coming back to this project, I'm done with the yarn. I'm just going to go ahead and cut all the excess off and just make sure that it's tackled in with some hot glue. On the border, I'm going to add more hot glue, and with more yarn, I'm going to be placing it on the entire border of the heart, tucking it in here and there with hot glue so like that the yarn won't come apart. Okay guys, so the heart is already put together. Now I went to Dollar General and I purchased these 2 heart wreaths. I'm going to be using one of them. And I'm going to be taking my chalk paint, and the color is blush, and I'm just going to go ahead and give it 2 coats. Once this is completely dry, then I'm going to come in with some hot glue, and I'm going to be gluing this right in the middle of the heart with the yarn. This is going to turn out so absolutely gorgeous. I am totally in love with this one. What do you think about this one? Let me know in the comment section. And my dear friends, why don't you leave it in the comment section? Where are you watching this video from, and what time is it out there wherever you're at? And look at this guys, I took another piece of yarn and I added to the back section, and then this love word, I am giving it 1 coat with this metallic silver paint. And once that's done, then I'm going to go ahead and adhere it to the front of the heart. I am so liking this little piece. I really didn't even know where I was going with this, but I managed to put all of these pieces together and I'm liking it. What do you think? I also painted this one with the same blush color. I'm adding it here like that we could hook it up on the wall, and here's the final reveal. I hope you enjoy it.
Everything comes alive, alive, watching her every night. You send me the link, I click, laugh at the tricks. Aurea's craft is slow.
I don't know how many of you took advantage of all the Christmas items on sale, but this one was 50% off. I took off the candy canes, and I had this heart from last year. I painted it red and white, and with a little bit of hot glue, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it around and add the hot glue right here, and we have a nice garland. That was a simple project, nice and simple. What do you think? Here's the final reveal.
Magic begins tonight. Baila con colors, come see, dance with the pieces and me. Move so easy, gentle, tight. All these materials.
For our next project, I'm going to be using this blush color, and it is chalk. I have this canvas, this is a flat canvas, and this doily. I'll place it right on top, and then with my sponge dabbing brush, I'm going to start painting that canvas. And then after removing that doily, everything that was white, I just went on and I finished up painting it with that blush color. I also have this little word, XOXO. This is so pretty. I got this at Dollar Tree a long time ago. And I'm just gonna go ahead and place it right there with the hot glue. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take a jingle block, place it right in here. And then with more hot glue, I'm gonna be gluing the canvas right on top. This is so pretty. I also have some flowers that I'm going to be adding to one of the corners with some greenery. And this is so cute. I'm gonna give this to my girlfriend's daughter. I was making this and she was watching me and she's like, I really like that. And I'm like, okay, let me finish it up and it is all yours. So yes, I'm gonna be giving it to her, and I am hoping that you enjoy this project. Let me know in the comment section. I mean, I am really liking this. Look at how gorgeous. And my dear friends, don't forget, this is part of an open collaboration. Make sure to go down in my description box and look for that playlist, so like that you can get more inspiration from these talented creators. And my dear friends, I'm also going to be showing you how I decorated my table for this Valentine's. Stay tuned. And here's the final review on this one. I hope you enjoy it.
Side by side, baila con colors, hold on, sway to the beat till fear is gone. Under a touch, everything fits, crafting with love like this. Thanks for stopping by and watching till the end. Hope you had fun. Come back again. Don't forget to like, subscribe. It's free. DIY with Aurea creativity.